Hey diamonds, welcome back. I'm your host Tony Lachey, and today we are going to be discussing men and their mental health. Now, we do not have a man present, so I do not want to speak on men if I don't have an example to go based off of. So today we're going to be discussing Kanye West's mental health while I am reorganizing my little cluttered makeup station here. As you can see, I've been shopping, trying to get my little style and everything back together. So yeah, it's all cluttered and all that other stuff. So we're just going to try to do a little cleaning up here, and we're just definitely going to, just chat about what I feel about the whole Kanye West situation as far as his mental health and everything like that, and his breakdowns and stuff like that. So stay tuned so that you can learn more about a man's mental health from someone who suffers from mental health issues and who is possibly dating someone who suffers from mental health issues but just doesn't want to disclose that he suffers from mental health issues. Because a lot of us probably talk to men and don't even know that they suffer from mental health issues, because it's just hard to be a man and we don't know, because we're not men, you know what I mean? And everything is just so focused based around women. Men don't really get a lot of attention. So when they do act out or do things that seem a little, you know what? Just wait, girl. We're about to get into the episode. Just wait. All right, ladies. So, hey, welcome back. As I stated, we're going to just be cleaning up over here and just discussing briefly what I feel about the whole Kanye West situation and everything. And I will be getting up and down because like I said, I have to straighten this stuff up. So please do not mind me. But yeah, I just want to shed some light on this stuff, y'all. So, y'all. Whew. Let's get into Kanye. So, if you guys are following along with what's going on with him, he has been doing a lot of speaking out lately. And when I say speaking out, I mean clearly just displaying how he feels verbally as well as through his tweets. He's been doing it for several years now, and honestly I feel like he had a mental breakdown once his mom passed away. If you've been following along his journey or anything like that, if you're not familiar, he is a hip-hop star. He is an icon. He is, sir, thank you. He is a star and he's a hip-hop icon, and he's legendary, like really legendary. But once his mom passed away, he has a Netflix special that's airing right now. So you can actually check it out, just in case if you don't really know a lot about Kanye West. If you are to watch the special, that's the only reason why I can give you what my opinion is based off where he is right now and what's going on with him, because I have watched the documentary series. Okay, so check it out before you just say, oh my God, like, she just taking sides with Kanye. Like, I am taking sides with Kanye, so fuck it. Yes, I am. I don't give a fuck. Yes, I am, because I can relate and I understand. So getting into what I feel. So I feel like Kanye, once he lost his mom, you guys, he just really went through a lot. Like, and who hasn't? I haven't lost my mom, so I don't know. But to lose your mom is very big. It's just very impactful. And he lost his. And once he lost her, and especially the way that he lost her, if you aren't familiar, like I said, I'm not going to give away the documentary, so you can go watch it on Netflix or borrow your friend's account so you can watch it, because I know that's what y'all be doing. Because I be doing it too. It's like, no, I'm lying. I got my uncle's account. But, if you do know, once he lost his mom and everything, and then he just kind of went downhill. Like, he kind of spiraled. Like, mentally, he just went all over the place. And like I said, I can relate to that. I can understand. Because that's just what happens, you know what I mean? When people go through stuff, they have breakdowns, stuff happens. They just kind of, sometimes they can mentally check out. And that's literally what he did. And he's just been going on a rampage since then. Like the whole Taylor Swift situation, the whole slavery was a decision, the whole going on Harriet Tubman, the running for president and running against Trump and then trying to make America great again. It was just a lot of controversy that the media said that he caused, but he didn't. The only reason why it was caused is because the media decided to take an opinion on someone's mental health versus trying to see what was wrong with him, or even examine the ways that he, his thought process. And that's common with a lot of black men. Now, let me tell you, if he was a white man and he was to display that behavior, they would not have taken it so lightly, and mental health would have been not celebrated, but it would have been highlighted and illuminated a lot sooner than what, 2020? Because we literally just started talking about mental health and self-care, even though it's been around the entire time. We're just starting to talk about it because celebrities are going through it now, and then they're being vocal about it. You know what I mean? Like the stuff that happened with Ellen DeGeneres, and you know, a lot of these celebrities, Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez, Demi Lovato, all these people are coming out and talking about their mental health and everything like that. Especially look what they did to Michael Jackson. So you know, it's just really, really big when people just want to come out and just say, hey, I'm an entertainer, but I'm also this and this is what I'm going through. So society has a hard time processing that, and I definitely understand. I'm not a celebrity or anything like that, but I'm very cognizant of manifesting and praying about what I want to make sure that I'm not asking for something that I really don't want, because I can see that the limelight and everything that they're in, it seems really intoxicating, but it seems very, very toxic at the same time, because it's just like you have no freedom. You're getting paid to be an idol and an icon, and that's not really what you want to be. You want to live your life. You just want to be financially secured and, you know, go after your passions. But for Kanye West, it's just like he's always felt as a god. He's always felt like he was this giant, because that's what his mom instilled in him. She literally instilled in him to be this icon, this confident man. Like, don't ever let somebody talk down to you. Don't ever let somebody make you feel like you're inadequate, or you can't compete with them, or you're not as good because you dropped out of college. Like, she literally molded and shaped him, you know, to believe that about himself. So you're getting upset because there's a confident black man running around? What, you couldn't pay him enough to shut up? Is that what the issue is? It's the same thing with our men right now. Like, you would tell your man, oh, you better not quit your job. That's your boss. Don't be talking back to him. What you mean? He's still a human being. He's still a person. But we do that with men. But it's okay for a woman to sit there and say, oh, yeah, I was mentally and emotionally abused. You mentally and emotionally abuse these men that y'all be talking to, because I'm one of those people. Like, I can tear a man apart. I can rip him a whole new identity. I can rip him apart, and it's just like, why do I even want to do that? You know what I mean? Like, this thing that's going on with Kanye, and how Kim is not really feeding into it, but the fact that she's dating publicly now and she's just doing all this stuff. Not saying that I don't want her to be happy, because I do. I'm not for that at all. Like, I'm on both of their sides, because both of them need to be happy, and I want both of them happy. Because I do like both of them, you know. I am entertained by Kim Kardashian, and I am entertained by Kanye West. But I do feel like, you know, it does come to a point where she should be vouching for him and just being like, yeah, you know, he is suffering. He's been suffering since I met him. And she won't come out and say it. And it's just really devastating to see that he loves somebody that much. And, you know, he didn't have his mom around to meet her. And I really feel like if his mom was around, he wouldn't even have been with Kim K. But, I mean, whatever. I'm saying that only because, you know, he became a whole different person. And I think his mom really would have been able to reel him back in. But, you know, that's what a woman is supposed to do for a man. You know, it's not more so controlling what he does, but letting him know that you can be his rock. And Kanye West's mother was definitely his rock. So when she was, you know, when she went through her surgery and she had that operation and, you know, it wasn't in her best interest and she passed away, that really took a toll on him, and it took a toll on his music, and he just started like lashing out. Well, really, it was a cry for help, and people just didn't recognize that. And I find that to be very, very disturbing, because men do it all the time. They do it all day. I see it on Facebook, Instagram, everywhere. And Will Smith, they did it to Will Smith. You know, they did it to Orlando Brown. Just a lot of guys in the media. They make it seem like, you know, it's okay for them to do what they're doing. Like, yeah, okay, cry, but don't cry about it too long. Or, you know, cry about it in public. Why do you have to go on social media and do it about it? And I'm like, but it's okay for a woman to do it? Like, when did mental health and somebody's peace of mind become sexist? Like, I'm not cool with that. Like, I just don't respect that. I don't think that it's cool. Like, right now, they're pretty much ripping him a whole new one in the media. Pete Davidson is trying to stay under wraps so that he doesn't antagonize him, but it really doesn't matter what he does. He's antagonized, because Kanye feels as though you should know better. Like, that's my wife. Regardless, anything that I touch is mine. And he's always been that way, because I watched the documentary, and he exemplified that behavior well long before he became a pop icon, hip-hop icon, a cultural icon. You know what I mean? He was always this giant. He was always this monumental person and figure. He just embodied that. You know what I mean? So I'm just, it's really sad just to see how great heights that he achieved. And then once he's up there, everybody's just kind of looking at him like, okay, God, what is he about to do now? What is he about to say? Somebody get his mic. Who recorded this for him? Who did this? Who did that? And it's just like, damn, like, y'all really don't want him to be happy. Y'all really don't want people, like, y'all say freedom of speech, but it's really not. Like, y'all really pretty much castrated the man and ripped him a new one in public, in the media. Like, one minute y'all go around him, the next minute was just like, oh, is this for attention? And it's just like, it's really sad just to know that, you know, guys' mental health is not being taken serious. So I just want to say to you ladies that, you know, if you do see a man and he's exemplifying a lot of these characteristics where he just be lashing out, or he, you know, he talks in circles, or he can't keep his mind on one thing, or he doesn't have anything on his mind at all, or, you know, he could just space out, or, you know, when you do talk to him, he's like waiting for you to finish so he can just say what he has to say, is because he's literally crying for help. Like, he's not going to say, hey, I'm battling something mentally, can you help me? That's not what they do. They're not women, you know what I mean? They communicate different. So I just really felt like this episode today, I wanted to just tackle that and just say, I know Kanye West will never see this, but for any man that may be watching this, I care, and I want to educate myself more to make sure that I'm not saying or doing things that trigger men and silently allowing it to just keep festering and me just keep feeding that. Like, I don't want to be that type of person, because I was once that type of woman. And I'm not even gonna say woman, because a woman does not act that way. A woman is not tit for tat. A woman is not petty. A woman is not any of those things. She's soft, she's subtle, she's refined, and she's poised, you know what I mean? So me growing up and me realizing where I want to go also means I have to educate myself on my man, who he's going to be, what he's going to be about, what he needs, and everything like that, so how I can cultivate that for him when I meet him, you know what I mean? So I definitely wanted to do this episode so we could talk about mental health, because I really don't like how they're just scrutinizing Kanye West in the media today. Like, it's just really, really terrible. It's sad to see, because I don't know him personally, but I have grown to care for him just by watching his documentary, and the attachment that he had to his mother, and the figurehead that she was in his life, and the statutes that she placed in him just from supporting his vision and going after to be an artist. You know what I mean? It's just impeccable, and it's astounding. And I just really wish that black women, especially, you know, pay more attention to their sons. You know what I mean? Pay more attention to them and have a closer bond and relationship with them, because they're going through things that they would never tell you about, and you'll never know about them, because other women don't know about them. And men aren't going to open their mouths and say anything about him, because when they do, you call them weak, and you say, oh, you whining, or you complaining, or you nagging. What the fuck you think they saying about you when you open your mouth? But they still let you talk, right? So, bitch, get over it. And my daughter is back in my bed with her food, as I told her for the umpteenth time to get out. So that is my cue. That means it's time for me to go. So that's it for today, ladies. I didn't want to make it long. I just wanted to make a vlog edition about what I felt, because I wanted to keep it light this week. I have a lot of things that I'm doing, and I just felt as though, you know what, before I get into any other type of topics and stuff like that that are focused more on women and stay-at-home moms, as well as single entrepreneur women, as well as female entrepreneurs, I just wanted to make sure that I was tackling something, like Carisha said, something. I wanted to make sure that I was achieving something in the mental health department for the men as well that may be watching. So thank you so very much for coming to join me for my vlog edition today with mental health and men in the community. All right, so that's it for today. Come back and catch me next week. Who knows what I'll be talking about, but I will be looking fabulous when I do. Okay, that's it. I will talk to you next week, and look below and be able to find all the ways that you can connect with me on Instagram, Facebook, my Twitter, probably on there too, girl. Just connect with me and reach out. It is what it is. It's all love. I will talk to you all next week. Thank you so much. Share this with a friend, and let a man know that you love him and that you care about him. And if you need to talk, make yourself available, because you never know. These are the men of the future. And if you don't take the time to cultivate them now, nobody's going to take the time to do it, boo. So that's it. Peace, love, and blessings, you guys. Bye, diamonds.